cover military or intelligence agencies that participate in secret UFO monitoring programs. Maybe that is the case. It must be said, however, that some cases of unidentified helicopters are not just strangers. They are enigmatic and even terrifying. We are talking about silent helicopters and helicopters that change shape. What if, we mean it? The black helicopters and their relationship with cattle mutilations. In the 1970s, the FBI was heavily involved in the popular controversy over mutilation of cattle. A document reveals that in August 1975, Floyd K. Haskell, who was the senator for the state of Colorado at that time, contacted the FBI and referred to the issue of cattle. For several months, my office has received reports of cattle mutilations throughout Colorado and other western states. At least 130 cases in Colorado have only been reported to local officials and the Bureau of Investigation, CBI. The CBI has verified that the incidents occurred during the last 2 years in 9 states. Colorado ranchers and rural residents are worried and scared by these incidents. The strange mutilations are terrifying in themselves. Practically in all cases, the left ear, the rectum, and the sexual organ of each animal were cut and the blood drained from the corpse, but without leaving traces of blood on the ground and without traces. On the subject of the mysterious helicopters associated with the attacks on animals, Haskell said, "In the area of Morgan County in Colorado it has also been reported that a helicopter was used by those who mutilated the bodies of the cattle, and several people have reported being pursued by a similar helicopter. Since I am seriously worried about this situation, I asked the FBI to take an interest in the case. Although the CBI has been investigating the incidents, and local officials have also been involved, the lack of central unified management has frustrated the investigation. In several cases of mutilation of animals, the helicopters flew in complete silence, which is very strange. In fact, if you have ever stopped near a helicopter, you will know very well the level of noise they make. Could there be such silent technology? Well, maybe. A silent helicopter is one thing. But, helicopters that can change their appearances is another very different one. There are a lot of reports that claim to have seen black helicopters, flying silently, that became the shapes of the classic flying saucers of the 50s, in small balls of light or in large blinding balls of light. These reports stretch credulity to the fullest, but they are very widespread. So what's going on? In 2007, in an interview with Ray Boedge, a priest and former state director of the UFO Mutual Network, MUFON, for Nebraska, he commented that in 1993, he met with a couple of physicists from the U.S. Department of Defense, who worked in a classified program to contact what many would call aliens. The program, however, referred to them as non-human entities or ENH, acronyms. As the project continued, gusts of bad luck, poor health, and even death ruined the investigation, and members came to believe that the ENH were not extraterrestrials, but demons. In 1994, those same two physicists declared, as for the ghost helicopters, although many are direct productions of the ENH, many are related to our programs, especially with respect to the execution of controls and surveillance at the sites of mutilation and the so-called victims of kidnappings. The following explanations have been provided by various organizations and experts, including government agencies. At least some observations of black helicopters have most likely been helicopters carrying out missions. The U.S. military in fact drives helicopters painted in black or in dark colors, in particular the Pavlo, which is optimized for long-range stealth insertion and personnel extraction, including search and rescue in combat. Some of them are used by units of the National Guard and the Army, and are actually black. The Department of Homeland Security of the United States handles at least one A-60 Black Hawk in black and gold. The U.S. Army regularly conducts several reconnaissance and operational missions in the national airspace. Some of these exercises have occurred in densely populated areas, including Los Angeles, Detroit, San Francisco, Oakland, and Washington, D.C. Most of the operational missions are surveillance located in the Southwest and outside of Florida. They, with the wide use of GPS and night vision devices, as well as other secret means, are able to fly in zero visibility conditions without position lights. Many defense contractors and helicopter manufacturers also perform flight and component tests in public, or fly their helicopters